which Srila Prabhupada translates. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who has unlimited, wonderful potencies. By his mercy, even a person born as the lowest of men can spread the signs of devotional service. If you check the Sanskrit, it says Bhakti Shastra Pravartaka. You become a teacher of Bhakti Shastra. By mercy of time. And this chapter 21 has the first verse, which is very beautiful. Agatyakagatim natva hinartadika sadakam Shri Chaitanya likham yasya madhurya ishvarya shikaram. Offering my obeisances unto Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, let me describe a particle of his opulence and sweetness. Just a little teeny droplet of his Madhurya Ishvarya. He is most valuable for a fallen conditioned soul bereft of spiritual knowledge. And he is the only shelter for those who do not know the real goal of life. Agati ekagati. For those who have no destination or shelter, he is the destination and shelter. The only destination, the only shelter. For the agati, he is ekagati. And for hinartadika, hinarta, very nice word, means useless. Useless, hinarta, useless. So, for hinarta, he is adika sadakam. He gives whatever you don't have and makes you perfect. So there is missing, he gives everything and then brings you to perfection. That's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So chapter 21 is called the opulence and sweetness of Lord Shri Krishna. And we continue from 49, which tells a story about how one time the supremely intelligent person in this universe, whose even fingers are made of intelligence, got bewildered. First he thought, I'm intelligent. But then he said, I may be intelligent, but I'm bewildered. So, 49 is a famous one. Let us chant. Golokanan nijadam nitale chatasyam. Golokanan nijadam nitale chatasyam. Devi mahesha haridama suteshu teshu. Devi mahesha haridama suteshu teshu. Te prabhava nichaya vihitaschayena. Te prabhava nichaya vihitaschayena. Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Golokanam ninijadam nitale chatasya. Golokanam ninijadam nitale chatasya. Devi mahesha haridama suteshu teshu. Devi mahesha haridama suteshu teshu. Te prabhava nichaya vihitaschayena. Te prabhava nichaya vihitaschayena. Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Somebody else would like to please chant? Golokanam nijadam nitale chatasya. Golokanam nijadam nitale chatasya. Devi mahesha haridama suteshu teshu. Devi mahesha haridama suteshu teshu. Te prabhava nichaya vihitaschayena. Te prabhava nichaya
Mahesha Haridam Dama Suteshu Teshu
Devi Mahesha Haridama Suteshu Teshu
Te Prabhava Nichaya Vihitaschayena
Te Prabhava Nichaya Vihitaschayena
Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami
Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Devi Mahesha Haridama Suteshu Teshu Te Prabhava Nichaya Vihitaschayena Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Okay, word for word. Goloka Namni Nijadamni.
Goloka Namni Nijadamni.
In the planet known as Goloka Vrindavan, the personal abode of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. His main house. Tale, in the part underneath. We also have this word, tala. Yeah?
This, like Tale.
No, tale, yes, but
Tla.
tla, okay, yes. Tla. Tla. That's from here, that's from Sanskrit. Tla. Cha, also. Tasya, of that. Devi, of the goddess Durga. Mahesha, of Lord Shiva. Hari, of Narayana. Dhamasu, in the planets. Teshu, in each of them. Te, those respective. Prabhava Nichaya, opulences. Vihita, established. Cha, also. Yena, by whom? Govinda, unto that Govinda. Adi Purusham, the original Supreme Personality of Godhead. Tam, unto him. Aham, I. Bhajami, offer my obeisances. Translation and purport by His Divine Krishna Prabhupada. Below the planet named Goloka Vrindavan are the planets known as Devidama, Maheshadama and Haridama. These are opulent in different ways. They are managed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Govinda, the original Lord. I offer my obeisances unto him. And the purport, this is a quotation from Brahma Samhita 543. Yeah? Now you know. So, the chapter is called The Opulence and Sweetness of Krishna, and we have a conversation between, so we have actually two big conversations here. One is Rupa Shiksha and one is Sanatana Shiksha. So, Rupa Shiksha resulted in Rupa Goswami writing many amazing books. He wrote, which books? Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, yes, the ocean of nectar of Bhakti Rasa. But strangely enough, the chapters about Rupa Shiksha are less than chapters about Sanatana Shiksha. So Sanatana Shiksha, we have more, even though he apparently wrote less books, fewer books. And in these Sanatana Shiksha chapters, we have very sweet descriptions, which would be very fitting for Rupa Goswami's books. Sanatana Goswami also wrote Brihad Bhagavatamrita, which has a lot of these topics. So here, in the previous chapter, Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami says, whoever hears or recites these descriptions of the expansions of Krishna's body is certainly a very fortunate man. So, man includes a woman. Okay, this is the old British English, meaning everybody. Just like in German, a woman will say, "Man muss essen," meaning that I need to eat. So that's. Although this is very difficult to understand, one can nonetheless acquire some knowledge about the different features of Krishna's body. So you become very fortunate. You become if you just hear. And here in the next chapter, this chapter is called the opulence and sweetness of Krishna. So this first part is the opulence. And it begins establishing the hierarchy, where Krishna lives. Just like you meet somebody, one of the very first questions you want to know, where are they from? Especially in India, they will ask you, which country? Where did you come from? Even Maharaj Rahugana and Jada Bharat, when Jada Bharat started talking high philosophy, Rahugana said, oh, he offered obeisances, he fell in Dandavad, and then he said, oh, Brahmana, where are you from? Where are you coming from? Even though he glorified him, and he said, maybe you are that Kapila avatar to whose lecture I'm going. But he still asked, where are you from? So Krishna also, we want to know where he's from. God. But Krishna is more complicated, obviously. First of all, he has many houses. And second of all, he is everywhere. And third of all, even more complicated, he is beyond space. He is ungeographical, or beyond geography. So in other words, space, when you say here or there, left or right, this is a gross element. Even the mind is free from that. Even the subtle matter is free from that. What to speak about spirit? Even your mind, like you think about somebody. Did it happen to you? You think about somebody, and then your phone rings, or you get a letter from them. Did it happen to you? Yes? So how is it? And they're maybe hundreds or thousands of kilometers away. How did they? How the connection happened? Because for the mind, it's not so. Geography is not space. The gross element doesn't divide us so much. Until the beginning of the last century, ether was discussed as an element in physics in the West. Ether, they were trying to find ether. Einstein was still trying to find ether. And then they said, no, there is no ether. But they still accept space. Space. And space sounds like something empty. Yeah? But it's a gross element. It's one of the 5 gross elements. for example, how much 1 meter, 1 square meter of space costs in Ljubljana? Like if you want to buy an apartment. If you want, how many?
1,000 to 3,000 euros.
3,000.
Build.
From 1 to 3, depending on the.
Yeah.
Okay, so up to 3,000 euros. So just imagine,
Yeah,
1 meter of nothing is 3,000 euros.
No, but build, this is the cost of the built one.
Yeah, but still, there is nothing you can.
No, there are bricks and everything that costs 3,000.
Okay, but about.
Without this, I don't know how much.
Still, it costs something.
Yeah, surely.
But as the joke, one devotee made is that the empty space in the house costs more than anything you can put there. Like even I put a computer here, it costs from 500 to 1,000. But the space where it sits is 3,000. Empty space. So empty space is more expensive than even my most expensive things. Or I don't know how television costs. I hope you also don't know how much plasma TV costs. Actually, we do have something for Krishna. This is like a. Is it?
800 approximately.
Yeah. Is it like a TV set or is it separate?
It's serious.
It's a TV set. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, space. So Krishna is beyond space. So therefore, how do we understand him? So therefore, it's important to understand this hierarchy. That Krishna is above. We have Devi Mahesha, Hari, Dhamma. So we have 3 Dhammas. First, this is Devi Dhamma. We are in the Devi Dhamma, the world of Durga, the world of goddess. Yes. Yes, she's the housemaster. She rules the house of the material world. And she is a strict ruler. If you do something wrong, you don't get lunch. And you are put in the corner. Not in the cellar. You're put in the cellar. But if you're a nice boy or a girl, then you are going to a nice room upstairs. And it's beautiful there. But you're not allowed to go out. Can you imagine? As I say, you're grounded. I don't know if you have this. I mean, we are, all of us here, we are bad boys and bad girls, comparatively. You're not allowed out of the house. You must sit here. We can go up to the higher room, good room. We can watch nice TV about, like in higher rooms, in the higher floors. We can watch the TV from the spiritual world. But we cannot get out. You must stay in. Because we are bad boys and bad girls. Until we prove otherwise. I mean, there's a testing period. And here, of course, we can quickly prove, especially here in the earthly planets, we can prove, no, I will not do any mischief. I'm okay, I can go out, please let me out. And then she is pleased. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that Devi, that she has 2 types of mercy. One mercy is cheating, and one mercy is honest. Like if one devotee told me, if your wife is asking, do I look fat? You should never say yes. say no. No, 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 you're not looking fat. So, Durga Devi, if we serve her, she can say, oh, here's some mercy in the form of opulence. Yeah, you're a good boy, here, enjoy it. But that's a false mercy. But true mercy, if she really is happy with you, if she's really happy with you, then she gives you bhakti. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that, and we have Sanatana Goswami, who is instructed right here. Sanatana Goswami describes in Brihad Bhagavatamrita how Kamakya Devi, Durga, in Assam, Guwahati, how she, in a dream, came to Brahman, Sharma, and instructed him, you chant Gopal mantra, Krishnaya Govindaya Gopijana Vallabhaya. You chant this mantra, and you must, and initiated him. And he woke up and he thought, wow, such a beautiful dream, so nice. And then went on with his life. So then after some time she came again and said, why are you not chanting? I was serious, you chant this mantra. And then he started chanting. So she gave him bhakti. So he started going on. So that's honest mercy. Honest mercy. So that's Devidama. Devidama, the house where we are grounded. We are not allowed outside until we prove that we are good boys and good girls. Because so far we have not been so good. Now we are proving, no, I'm okay, I'm good, I will behave. I'll behave. So then you can go to Maheshadam. Maheshadam, Mahesh means Shiva, but usually this is the goal of those who just want to get liberation. There is effulgence, light. Okay, I don't know how to compare it, what to compare this to. It's like legal, unlimited intoxication. It's like you go out and you shine in ecstasy forever. Forever, it's only, how to say, it's an exaggeration, forever. Because you always have to come down. But it's there. So Brahmajyoti. It's very fortunate ones who do not actually merge, like Gopkumar. He resisted. He didn't just merge in that Brahmajyoti because he was chanting the Gopal mantra. And then you can go even to the real fun. Just like it's like a bad boy. He gets out and he immediately buys drugs and he conks out. So then he's put back here, and then he's again grounded till he becomes good. Unless he meets a Harinam outside or a book distributor outside. Hey, wake up! Hey, go! Let's go! There is a better place. So then, if he meets devotees, then they tell him there is Haridhama, there is Vaikuntha. Where is the real fun? Where we don't just shoot up and just sit like a vegetable in that drug-induced state, where you have real party. So that's Haridhama Vaikuntha. And when, for example, Gopkumar came there, then because he liked Krishna, then Narayan, it's such a nice story how Narayan, he embraced him and he said, oh, I have been waiting for you for so long, for so many lives I was thinking, when will he turn to me, when will he finally, and I thought, okay, if he at least does some Vedic ritual. Just chant some Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Under this pretext, I will take him to the spiritual world. But you never did. Nothing. So then I decided, okay, let me do some trick. And I put you in Braja Mandala at Govardhan. And then I came to you as your Guru Jayanta. So thank you for finally making me happy and coming back. That's Narayan, how Narayan breathes Kumar. And sometimes we think that he's very official, in a suit, looks harsh at you, and chant, sit properly. Yes. But for Gop Kumar, you can see that he dressed every day as Krishna, with the flute. And he told all of his people, all Vaikundavasis, you dressed as cowherd boys. He likes cowherd Leela. Let's go have a picnic. So it's like, a king. Or I don't know. For example, you come to the Prime Minister, and then he says, oh, thank you, you have, like you are some volunteer activist or something, and then he says, oh, finally, thank you. And then, oh, you like Ekoloshka Kmetija, and okay, so then he takes all his ministers, dresses them as farmers, and takes a flute, and all go to the forest for a whole year, every day. No suits, no ties, only forest and picnics, islet. So that's Narayan. For the pleasure of Gokumar. So 3 levels, you can see. Devi Dhamma, this world of matter. Then Mahesha Dhamma, Shiva's world, which is in between. And Vaikuntha. But you can see that all 3 are, it says below. They are below Goloka. Goloka Namni Nijadamni Tale, in the part underneath, under the flood of Goloka. You have these 3. So in other words, it is very mysterious. It's very mysterious. It's very difficult to understand. So therefore, here we have a story. This whole part here describes the story. Sadananda Goswami hears from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So text 50 says, that's a quote from Padma Purana. Pradhana parama vyonor antare virajanadi vedanga sveda janitaistoyai rasravita subha. Between the spiritual and material worlds is a body of water known as river Viraja. This water is generated from the bodily perspiration of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is known as Vedanga. Vedanga means his body is Veda, is Shastra. Thus the river flows. And then the next one. Tasya pare paravyoma tripat bhutam sanatanam amritam shashvatam nityam anantam paramam padam. Beyond the river Viraja is a spiritual nature which is indestructible, eternal, inexhaustible, and unlimited. Would you like to have the inexhaustible ice cream machine? And is the supreme abode consisting of 3/4 of the Lord's opulences. It is known as Paravyoma, the spiritual sky. So, Amritam Shashvatam Nityam Anantam Paramam Padam. So, Tripad and Ekapad. That was my question for actually a quarter of a century. Why it says that this world is 1/4? I mean, there is no, well, maybe I don't know, maybe Stalin's Soviet Union had a lot of territory as a prison. I mean, the whole country was a prison. Still, 1/4. This is not a good country. If you have 1/4 of the country as a prison, it's not a good country. So why do you have 1/4 for the material world? It looks like very weird. So it's either not a good country, not a good world. Why 1/4 goes here? It's too much. I was asking many people until finally a couple of years ago, Bhakti Sarvastani Maharaj donated me a book, translated, retranslated, or freshly translated, Bhagavad Sandarbha, where Jiva Goswami gives the answer. By the way, he sends all of you his greetings. I talked to him a couple of days ago, and he says I should come to Ljubljana. I will come to Ljubljana. Just we need to find some connection. He's always sending his greetings to Ananta Prabhu, Govinda Prabhu, and so he gave me that book, and in that book, Jiva Goswami quotes the second canto and explains that this 3/4 and 3/4 and 1/4, it's not the number of jivas, obviously, it's not the space, the amount of space, it's not the amount of energy. These are aspects of existence. So in the spiritual world you have all 3 aspects. Abhayam, Amritam, and Nityam. You have eternal, you have Kshemam. Did I say Kshemam? You have eternal, auspicious, and fearless. No fear, no death, and no misfortune. So only so Satchit Ananda, basically. You all know Satchit Ananda. So these 3 aspects, Satchit Ananda. That's the spiritual world. Eternity, knowledge, and bliss. So that's 3 parts. And this material world is ekapad because there is not even eternity. We die. All. So, therefore, what to speak about bliss and knowledge? So, obviously, these 2 are, if we don't even have this one, we only have existence, and even that existence is broken all the time. So, therefore, the other 2 not. So only a broken, one broken aspect is there. Interrupted existence. So that we can learn the lesson and go back. So this part here, I feel actually even how to say sad that it goes only, my part goes only to verse 100, because from verse 100 you can see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu promised to describe Aishwarya and Madhurya. So Madhurya is described after 100. And even you can see the verse is changed. It becomes the beauty and sweetness and qualities of Krishna. And here we have the Aishwarya, how rich Krishna is. His home, Goloka, is beyond the bright Brahmajyoti, Shivaloka, outside of this prison, nice prison, but prison, and beyond even Vaikuntha, Narayana. So he has a lot. Like, you know, if you have palaces in different places, you have a palace in Portorož, Mishra Prabhu has in Rogovici, and you have, not a palace though. If you have a palace in Krk, in Brač, in Izh, in where else? In Frankfurt, in London, in Manhattan, and where else? In Vrindavan, yes, in Vrindavan. Then you are well-to-do. You are taking. I mean, you're good. So Krishna has all of these houses. He owns all of them. And so the next part illustrates how Brahma came to Krishna in Dwaraka on some business. Because actually Brahma requested Krishna to come. Krishna Thakur explains that this is not the Brahma from Brahmaloka, this is his expansion from the top of Sumeru. Because that Brahma from Brahmaloka now he has a concert, he's busy. His 1 second is our, ages. So he's listening to a concert there. So this is Viraja Brahma from the top of Sumeru. Krishna Thakur explains. So he had some business, he requested Krishna to come, and Krishna came, and so he goes to Dwaraka. And he tells, I don't know, buzzes the intercom, or knocks on the door, whatever, I don't know how it works there. Anyway, the guards, they're saying, sir, and he says, can you please tell Krishna that Brahma came? So they go, and Krishna sends back and says, ask him which Brahma. So he said, well, Brahma, the father of, the creator of the universe and the father of the 4 Kumaras. So they, oh yeah, okay, let him in. So he comes in, and he says, my lord, you asked which Brahma, so are there more Brahmas? And Krishna said, oh, look. And then he arranges for a vision for Brahma to see what happens in all the universes, how Brahmas are coming from other universes, and then our Brahma, who has 4 heads, sees that some Brahmas have not 4 heads, but 10 heads. And some have not 10 heads, but 40 heads. And some have 100 heads. And then he looks, my God, that one has 1,000 heads. And then he looks there, and he looks, my God, this one has 1,000,000 heads. He can count. Like there are some people who can count quickly. Was it, I forgot, was it Dustin Hoffman in that Rain Man? They dropped the matchbox. Was it there? And he immediately said there is 78 matches in 1 second. It was there, right? So Brahma can just look and say, oh, 1,000,000 heads. Oh my God. So then they all offer obeisances, and they say, oh Lord of the universe, oh Krishna, thank you coming, thank you for protecting, the problem is solved, demons are either killed, or reformed, or dead, or removed. So demoniac force is diminished. Thank you so much. And then, then we have a quote here. Brahma says, Jananta eva janantu, kim bahuktya name prabhu, manaso vapusho vacho vaibhavam tava gochara. If somebody says they know you, let them talk. As far as I'm concerned, the Veda Garbha, the source of all the knowledge in the universe, whose body is made of intelligence, who in 1 second can count 1,000,000 heads, he says, as far as I'm concerned, I know nothing. I know nothing either by my mind, I cannot imagine your power, I cannot describe your power, nor I can see your power. So you are beyond description, and you're beyond the power of understanding. So what are we doing here with all these books? He cannot be described, he cannot be imagined, and he cannot be seen. So what are we doing? What's the hope? Huh? How? Service. Yes. And then we serve lovingly, and then what happens? We cannot see him, but he can show himself. We may be weak, but he is powerful. So, in response to our service, he reveals more and more. That's how it works. And because he is all powerful, he can use our mind, intelligence, eyes, ears, and reveal himself. Not by our great power, but attracted by our devotional service. Attracted by our devotional service. So this is very good news. Because somehow or other, I think it seems we always expect that we must show power. How we are, I am very influential, some influence. Either I'm intelligent, or I know how to organize, or I can, I don't know, distribute 1,000,000 books, or I can collect 1,000,000 euros, or I can, do something amazing. Or I can go without a sleep, or I can go without food, or I can levitate. If not levitate, at least sing nicely. Something must be there. Amazing. Something must be there amazing, right? Somehow this expectation is always there. And then, when it doesn't work, you think, oh, it doesn't work. Oh, I couldn't sell 1,000,000 books. I couldn't sell, or you sell 1,000,000 books, there are people who sold 1,000,000 books. And they're not happy. I mean, they're happy for a short time, but then ultimately still. I know people. He tells me that, yeah, I go out sometimes. I just go out, sell 100 books in one day, come back. But then I think, what next? So he's studying Bhaktivedanta. But still, he's... Anyway. But good news. it's not, again, it's not the mystic achievements or siddhis, mystic, not the siddhis, not perfections, not some amazing success. Although success is good, it's good. It's good for Krishna. But main thing is for Krishna. It's for Krishna. So by bhakti, he's pleased by bhakti. So I may be strong, I may be weak. I may be a Hanuman carrying mountains. I may be a spider who's carrying a little grain of sand. Main thing, if I do this for Krishna, that's it. And Krishna can agree. I cannot, but he can reveal himself. And the first place where he reveals himself, yes, by the mercy of devotees, of course, but through the sound. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Was he there? Did you hear him? Let's try again. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Did you meet him? I don't know. He's elusive. Something fog. Let's not try to meet him, but let's try to please him and ask nothing except his pleasure. It's one more time, just like serious. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And Karna prayer. Okay? Hare Krishna. Questions, comments, points?
Fake it till you make it. Yeah, because sometimes devotees refer to Srila Prabhupada like, if you don't feel you, for example, dance in ecstasy and then ecstasy will come. Things like that. But there is also this fake it till you make it in different contexts, like
qualities. Qualities.
Yeah, one outlook is like we should pretend that we are perfect, we don't have mistakes, we never commit mistakes until we should like almost pretend to be a pure devotee until we become. So Mahatma Prabhu, this from Los Angeles, he called it a kind of schizophrenia. So I wonder, is this a good or bad philosophy?
Behaving not according to our level. Behaving not according to our level is bad. According to Bhaktivinoda Thakur, this is the definition of niyamagraha. This is acting either according to rules of a higher level, or according to the rules of a lower level. Both are detrimental. Both can, both are. I mean, Shadvidha, Shadbhir Bhaktir Vinashit. By these 6, bhakti is destroyed, actually. I mean, it's, how to say, stopped for some time. It cannot be like totally destroyed forever. But so in that sense, pretending to act on a different level, obviously, yeah. Who was speaking? I think just recently I heard somebody was describing very nicely. I can't remember. maybe also Mahatma, he was saying that if we do not accept who we are honestly, then we purify not ourselves. So then we purify and purify, but we are not purifying ourselves. We are purifying some illusion. So therefore we do not become purified. It's like washing, you know, like you come to a bathroom and you wash the mirror and you complain, why is it still stinking? I don't know, I'm washing and washing and it's still stinking. But I'm not washing myself. I'm washing some illusion. So, who said it? Do you remember who? Last year I heard this, or last year somebody gave this example. Was it Mahatma or was it Urmila Madhya? Was it? I don't remember. Anybody remembers who said it? Have you heard it? That we should, we should be honest, accept ourselves and actually work on ourselves. Otherwise, we complain no result. But because we don't work on the self, we work on some imagination, on some fantasy. So in that sense, obviously, that's sad. And of course, the result will be, we will be frustrated, and obviously Krishna is kind, and devotees are kind, and we will be forced to say, Prabhu, or Mataji, it's not you. You are not here, you are here. Not like, you're not there, you're not here, you're here. But sometimes on the contrary, also, you're not here, you are here. Oftentimes also. Because oftentimes in the beginning we have no courage to, like you can see Prabhupada empowered, go open a temple, go start ISKCON, go print magazines, go edit books, go print books, go start. He was correcting, but guiding, but he would encourage. I was always encouraged by all my seniors. Temple presidents, Burjan Prabhu, everybody, they would always give me more than I agreed, than I thought I should. They would always push me higher than I, in terms of service. So it can go both ways. At least in terms of, not in terms of Niranjana, just in terms of service, what should I do? Because in terms of qualities, then Niranjana Maharaj would several times tell me, you are proud. Which surprised me, because I thought I'm very humble. Why does he hint I'm proud? I thought, I know I'm a fool, I know I'm an idiot, and I'm unqualified, so that's humble, no?
But you're still proud. You know that, but you're still proud.
And, but he says, no, you should be, I should smash your false ego. She said, okay. He says, so it must be some, okay. Anyway, so devotees will help, and Krishna will open from the heart all the dark shadows. So that in terms of pretending. But as the formula, fake it till you make it, if we remove the pretension part and keep it like how to say, code word, fake not in the terms of pretending, but fake in terms of acting. Like somebody says, oh, I don't have taste for chanting, I shouldn't chant. Oh, I chant Namaparat, so I stop chanting. No, you chant, you try to chant, you try to sing, you try to do seva, and then you grow. So if we remove the pretense, the cheating part, and keep the practice part, fake it in that term, that practice, then, yeah, in that sense, this formula is helpful. That we act honestly, but honestly, and then Krishna gives more and more mercy. In that sense, is it okay?
Good distinction.
Okay. You have a question? Somebody else? Yes. Okay. So Sharira Vidajala Dehri Yantaka Sistanya Shritamrita Ki